why did NBC, not ABC, NBC sold their some of the part of their news broadcast to China when that's where the coronavirus came from. I don't get this at all. I don't understand. Why did we get this? Why did
It's
ABC?
talking about people who are in the probably appears to be in the New World Order, in line with the United Nations, who believe that who believe that money is their God, who do not believe in the real God. They hate Christians. They hate the Bible. They hate truthers. They hate patriots. They hate constitutionalists. They hate the Second Amendment supporters. They hate pro-lifers. They hate Jews. And so that's why you see the Jewish temples and the Christian churches being closed down, but you don't hear about the mosque or the Buddhist temples being closed down. They only are going in their parking lots and getting license plates and arresting the people or fining them. No, it's only the Christian churches who are told that they're shut down, and the Jewish temples. And so this, I mean, you have to look at the big picture of what's going on here. It's going on in communist China. It goes on in the Middle East, so North Korea. So you have to look at the big picture of what they are attempting to do, which is to depopulate the natural-born Americans who are 50 or over, and especially the elderly, the chronically ill, the cancer patients, the people who are on life support, and the natural-born American babies. This is depopulation. Same-sex, transgender programs are all depopulation programs. They don't want anybody procreating. This is part of the distancing.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
It's all about depopulation. And also the broken food chain. They created the broken food chain thanks to Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci and Dr. Birx. They created the food chain being broken down. And how ironic that immediately when the coronavirus was announced, you couldn't find Lysol, disinfectants, Clorox, toilet paper, paper towels, and you still can't today. It's
ammonia.
It's always out of stock.
I can't find ammonia.
That the disinfectants would be out of stock immediately.
I can't find ammonia anywhere. I can't find ammonia. I can't find it.
And rubbing alcohol too. So anything that to disinfect and prevent diseases from spreading is gone. It's suddenly they just dried up. And then you go to their market. Now Obamacare, which I warned the American people, had death panels and rationing and denying of health care, only to the American people, not to the Congress, the justices, the Sioux Union, to the Muslims, to the illegals, or the senators. No, it was only for the American people who are not part of their government positions. And so it included mandated taxpayer-funded abortions, not just in the USA, worldwide. And
just keep getting better and better.
Your friend Joe Biden, he signed off on that.
That is also, guys. I want to stop right here. I want to stop you. Sorry, I didn't want to. I got to put this in here because Nancy Do Nothing Pelosi said we got to sign the bill to see what's in it. You got to have it. So you got to have your foundation before you get the lumber. building a house.
Unread and approved.
Yeah, you gotta have the material. There's materials here, but we don't have the permit. Here's the materials, but we have a permit.
They never read it.
Yeah, exactly. They've never read it. It's like it said. Here's your home. Here's your foundation. We have the materials. Here's a lumber. Here's supplies, but we have no permit. There's no building structure. You have no plans, but here's your material. How can you build something like that?
Well, she had a big rubber stamp that said, rubber stamped approved. And then she had another one that stamped it unread. and on top of it, what's interesting about Nancy Pelosi is
Nancy Do Nothing Pelosi. Go ahead.
Is that she actually is kind of entertaining, you know. I mean, seriously.
She is
I mean,
funny.
you watch her, and she's ripping up the State of the Union, which is a crime
Yeah, yeah.
for the whole world.
Yeah, as a federal document, you can't do that.
She did it. And so this only goes to prove, and she would order military planes at taxpayers' expense, disrupt the military to fly her from D.C. to her home and back. And then she racked up like $100,000 in booze. You know, I guess she partied on the plane too.
Mm-hmm.
And then she made windfalls of millions of dollars for her family on those insider trading. But if you do insider trading, that's a crime.
Oh.
Martha Stewart went to prison, remember?
Oh, yeah, Martha Stewart went to... Oh, yeah, she did. She did that. Oh, yeah, she did.
Yeah. And so what I'm explaining here is that these people are above the law. Mm-hmm. They are exempt from the law. They are above the law because they exempted themselves from the law, and they exempted themselves from Obamacare. They actually have a kickback of thousands of dollars mm-hmm. for their health care from we, the taxpayers. Mm-hmm. They do not have to sign up or pay up or be punished for not signing up for Obamacare. They do not have to have their families rationed and denied health care, but we do. And that's death panels. And they do not have to have euthanasia and early end-of-life counseling. That is euthanasia. So these are all death panels that were included in Obamacare, which I wrote about, and it was partially read on the House floor with my name on the record. I said it was bordered on extortion. It contained death panels and all of these other
exactly what the coronavirus is right now. Is this exactly what this is left over from Obamacare? That's exactly what this coronavirus is. So it's not Donald Trump for this. You just said it. You just explained it here on this network. You're the only one that actually got it correct, Rose. You're the only one that got it correct here.
Well, I understand it because I'm a victim of mm-hmm. legal abuse many, many times over. For mm-hmm. some reason, they have a red flag by my name because I led a grass movement against the system. But at the time, I was a lot younger and didn't mm-hmm. realize the depth of corruption. Yeah. And so it led from one thing to another, and it mm-hmm. snowballed until I became a whistleblower and involved in, you may have seen that movie, Conspiracy Theory?
Absolutely. I saw that movie, Conspiracy. Yeah, with Mel Gibson,
well,
yes.
Multiply that 3 times, and that was my life.
Yeah. Well, also, don't forget the Lowe's Law Firm and the firm with Tom Cruise. Remember that movie? The Rose Law Firm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you just multiply all that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw so much because I decided, okay, what is right? I walked out of the courtroom and said, what is right is wrong. What is wrong is right. And I went to the restroom. I started crying because I had 4 little kids, and I'm like, what am I going to do? They're destroying my business. They're destroying everything and ripping me off. And, it was horrendous. And so all of a sudden, you know, the Holy Spirit spoke and said, dry your eyes and pull yourself together. As clear as day as I'm talking to you. People think you're crazy, but no, it was as clear as day as I'm talking to you. And he said, start an organization, expose it in the media, the corruption in the media, and write the books. It was as clear as day. And I just said, yeah, that's what I have to do. Well, I'm running a beauty spa, so I had no idea how to do any of these, but I had no doubt I was going to go do them. I went back to my spa and went in my office and started creating the first newsletter, Women Fight Back, and shocked the Orange County court system.
There you go.
Not realizing, you know, that what it was going to bring in the future, and that was not my direction of life. But what I decided to do was learn more by finding the victims. Mm-hmm. Where am I going to find the victims? At the courthouse. And that's what I did. I found the victims, and I put my flyers in the courthouse, and people started calling. Before I know it was spreading around the country. It was way too much for me. I'm like, oh, my God, this is nationwide. And And so that's how we started having meetings, public speaking. All this stuff kept just snowballing. And I even defended a judge in the O.J. Simpson case who they wanted to recall, a female judge, and saved her seat on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, I wasn't discriminating against anyone. I was discriminating against injustices.
Mm-hmm.
And because they should never happen to anybody in this country.
Exactly what's going on now. It's
so-
incredible what's happening in this country right now. It's incredible. It's just incredible.